All right, so a Jet video, right? It's been a while since I've done a Jet video, and this is going to be a quick one. It's a draft video, but that's only because I've pretty much done a draft video every year for a few years now. So it's like, how can I not do one? Even though I am not, happy with where this team is right now, and how could you be excited for this team at this point? I'm going to stand strong on the principle I've been preaching in I don't know how many videos now, which is basically until this team gets a franchise quarterback, there is nothing to be excited about with this fucking team at this point. But I'm only going to talk about the first round, which is pick number 2 and pick number 16. And I think it's pretty simple. So let's get into it right now. You ready? Pick number 2. What do they do? Do not draft a quarterback at number 2 in this draft. It's the Jets' luck, man, right? I mean, there's one quarterback in the draft. They have the second pick. It's just the way it goes for the Jets. We don't know how Mendoza will be, but he was the guy in this draft. It's like the Trevor Lawrence draft. There was one good quarterback, one prospect. Same thing here. So don't reach at number 2. The last time they reached at number 2 in a draft like this was Zach Wilson. All right, we don't want that. So who do they take at number 2? I've seen a lot of talk about Reese, right? This linebacker. From what I understand, he's a project edge rusher. Why the fuck are you going to pick a project player at number 2? Especially when there's another guy sitting there. And listen, I'm not even a professional scout, but I feel like I should be for this fucking team. That's how bad this fucking team is and the organization has been. But to me, it's very simple. Just open your eyes and watch some footage of Reese. And then, in my opinion, who they should take at number 2, this guy Baily, right? His name is David Baily. All right, this is who you need to pick at number 2. If they do not pick this guy at number 2, it's like, do we throw the fucking towel in on this team and this organization? Because to me, it is obvious, all right? All you got to do is look at Baily's footage and look at Reese's footage. Baily jumps off the screen. To me, he's the obvious pick here. He just looks like a natural edge rusher with a big motor. You could just tell some players are electric. This guy's electric. I don't see any electricity with Reese. All right, especially I don't want to fucking hear the bullshit. His upside is tremendous. Listen, it's the number 2 pick. You gotta pick who is jumping off the screen with their energy and their motor and their footage and their highlights. Baily's highlights to me jump way off the screen, way more than Reese. I don't even think it's a discussion here, which is mind-blowing to me why so many people are talking about this guy Reese. Like, unless it's some type of but it's not. It's these mock drafts and it's all these really good fucking analysts who think they know what the fuck they're talking about. If they knew what they were talking about, they wouldn't even be talking about Reese. Every mock draft should be saying Baily at number 2. That's my opinion. That's who the Jets should be drafting at number 2. If they don't, I'm going to have to seriously consider just not even fucking wasting my time with this organization anymore, So that's my pick at number 2, Baily. It's the obvious choice in my opinion. This guy looks like a fucking excellent edge. He looks like a wrecking machine coming off the edge sometimes. So his motor looks intense. That's it. It's simple to me. It's obvious. It's David Baily at number 2. Okay? So that brings us to, they have pick number 16. All right? Now, here's where I think it gets interesting. Because this team does not have a franchise quarterback, you might want to consider drafting Simpson here at number 16 if he's there. I keep hearing that Simpson is the second best quarterback in this draft. I haven't done a ton of research on him. But if that's what they're saying, if this guy is the second best prospect, if he's there at 16, take him. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's like I said earlier, it's like I've said in so many videos now, and the Jets should have been doing this for years, okay? Pick a quarterback every fucking draft until one of them hits, all right? I don't think this guy, if this guy is there at 16, you got to take him, because I don't think this guy is going to go into the second round. I just have a feeling. There's other teams that need quarterbacks, man. Quarterbacks are valuable, especially if you can hit. You might hit on him. You don't know. Just draft him. Have him in the quarterback room. If he hits, you got your franchise quarterback. If he doesn't, you have a loaded quarterback draft coming out next year. That's what they're saying. So you draft them, and then you draft another one next year out of a loaded class. You have draft capital. You can move up and get somebody next year that you feel, and then you know what? Then you have two prospects as a franchise quarterback. You let them compete. It's that simple. And if you don't hit this year, and if you don't hit next year, then you draft another one. But they're in decent position draft-wise to take a shot at Simpson at number 16. And like I said, it doesn't hurt. What are you going to draft at 16 instead of a quarterback? You don't fucking have a quarterback, so draft a quarterback at 16. Not at number 2, at 16. Those are my thoughts for the draft this year. And like I said, what are you going to do? You're going to draft another receiver at 16, or another playmaker or offensive weapon? What for? You don't have a quarterback. I don't want to hear the bullshit about Geno Smith. Listen, he is a total bridge quarterback for whatever quarterback they're going to bring in at this point. The Jets fucked that up already. You brought back the wrong fucking former quarterback you wanted to bring a former quarterback back. You should have brought back Donald when you had the chance to get him from the Vikings. After the whole Viking season, did you even call the fucking guy? You could have brought him back. What did he do the following year? I think he won the Super Bowl. And I was fucking hounding that whole scenario the whole season he was on the Vikings. I said, he's going to be free after the Viking season. Line him up, get him in here. He's matured as a quarterback. Bring him in. He's still young enough to be a franchise quarterback. He's a former Jet. We're the team that drafted him. He might think about, hey, maybe I'll go back to the Jets. As far as I know, that was never even explored. You want to bring Geno Smith back now? You fucking blew it. You had the chance to get Donald back here. That's the former quarterback. You should have been all over. So it is what it is. I don't know what the fuck. What do you think? Do you think we're going to be excited about Geno Smith now being the quarterback of this fucking team? Fucking guy is like at the tail end of his fucking career at this point. He never did anything anyway. So what are we excited about here? Not much, in my opinion. That's why in my opinion, you don't pick a weapon at 16. You pick another quarterback. A lot of people are saying also they think Simpson's going to go into the second round or the third round. Listen, if you feel like he is worthy of being a possible franchise prospect, you take him at 16. That's my opinion. And like I said, pick number 2. It's a no-brainer. It's Baily. I don't even want to... I'm telling you, I might turn the fucking draft off if they don't draft Baily at number 2. Because it's just that. It's 2 plus 2. All right? It's pretty simple. Don't fucking make the wrong choice at number 2. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, that's it, man. Like I said, quick draft video. And you know what? If they get Baily and they draft a franchise quarterback at number 16, which is what I think they should do, then, hey, at least now we're working with something. Right now, we're not really working with anything. And I'm just tired of not having a franchise quarterback on this team. I mean, you're talking about fucking decades. This team has not been able to fucking find a franchise quarterback. So I think that time has arrived. I think you have to land a franchise quarterback now. And when I say now, I mean you start this year, you draft one. Like I said, draft him at 16. If he's there, why not? You have the pick. And then next year, draft another one. If those two don't show anything, you draft another one every year. Draft a quarterback now until you get a franchise quarterback, because guess what? This team is not going to do anything without a franchise caliber quarterback. It's that simple. So enjoy the draft. I hope you're all doing well. Like I said, stay subscribed to the channel. Jet videos, listen, I am a fucking massive Jet fan. You know I am. So if I feel at this point a video is warranted, I'll put one out. Like, we got the draft now. But am I gonna go back to the every week video scenario? Not until this team gives me something to be excited about, and maybe want to start covering the team like I was, where it was such a smart decision for me not to go week to week with this team last year. It was almost like I sensed it. So now, listen, if the video is there, I'll make it. If not, just stay subscribed. Doesn't hurt, doesn't cost you nothing. And maybe there'll be a year or a season where, listen, we can all be pumped about this team again, and so that still remains to be seen at this point. Is Glenn the right guy? I'm starting to wonder. I don't know. The GM really hasn't done too much to excite me. Glenn, somebody showed me a video. The fucking guy fell asleep at the combine. Listen, you can't be falling asleep at the combine. All right, so I'm not off the Glenn train yet, but it's, I'm not crazy about what I see for this franchise right now. That's all I'm going to say. And that's it. Enjoy the draft.